So my studies have brought me to Matthew 7, and in Matthew 7, it's just a well of Yeshua's wisdom, and I think we can glean a lot from each little paragraph, but I'm going to focus right now on those who prophesy in his name, and those who did miracles and cast out demons, and hear those words nobody wants to hear: "Depart from me, you workers of lawlessness," which is a reference to Psalm 6, 8 or 9 in some Bibles, 8 or 9, depending what version you have. But I went to go reread it, and I was thinking, he says, "Many will come to me in that day." Many. That's that's a need for pause right there. And we'll say, "Lord, Lord." These are people who truly considered him master, considered him master of their life, Lord of their life. These are not people who are knowingly deceiving people. These are not people who are knowingly going out and denying Yeshua. These are those who truly dedicate their lives to him. And we see that by what he says next. They say to him, "Didn't we prophesy in your name?" Now, Yeshua is the Spirit. Yeshua's testimony is the spirit of prophecy, as in Revelation 19:10. So anybody who bears his testimony is prophesying in his name, because he is the spirit of prophecy. And all the prophets, that's Yeshua, because he is the spirit of it. I encourage you to chew on that. But then they say, "Haven't we done many mighty miracles and cast out demons in your name?" Let's look at the apostles when they were sent out to cast out demons and heal the sick and do those many mighty miracles. There were some that even Yeshua said the apostles didn't have enough faith to do. Guys, it takes an incredible amount of faith, and like without doubt, to cast out a demon, to heal somebody. Some of the most people who love God the most that I see, that like genuinely love Yeshua and love God, can't do those things because their faith and their fasting and stuff is lacking. These people did that. Don't forget, these people did these things in his name. They held on to the Spirit of God and did these mighty things. It takes so much faith to do those things, to heal somebody, to cast out a demon. But they were still considered workers of lawlessness. Christ is pleading with you to pay attention right here. So in my last video, the workers of iniquity in Matthew 7, workers of lawlessness, workers of Torahlessness, all mean the same thing if you go look at that word. And it's actually a reference to Psalm 6:9, where it says, "Get away from me, you who work evil." It's a quote from Psalm, but anyway, or 6:8 in some translations. But these workers of lawlessness that Yeshua tells at the last day, on the day of judgment, he says, "You get away from me, you workers of iniquity," to people who have cast out demons, to people who have healed the sick and performed many mighty miracles. Guys, it takes an incredible amount of faith to do those things. And I have to tell you, in my entire lifetime of being brought up in the church, of people who I have seen that truly do genuinely love God and have faith in him in dire circumstances, they've never done these two things. They've never done these kinds of things, this working of the Spirit, which he said that we would do mightier things than he did. I have never seen that. Never. But these people are coming up to Yeshua at the last day saying, "Didn't we do all these things for you in your name?" It takes a credible amount of faith to do those things. And they did those things. They had incredible faith, without doubt. Because there were some, I mean, if you look, Yeshua said only these come out with prayer and fasting. And you got to be so in tune with the Holy Spirit to heal somebody. You got to be so in tune with the Holy Spirit to cast out a demon. I mean, I am not going to be prideful enough to say that I don't have that kind of faith yet. I do for some things. These are not unbelievers. These are not false deceivers, ones that knowingly are deceiving, who are working through the powers of the evil one. These people have felt the power of God and used the power of God, and both of those things through the Spirit of God. And those things take incredible faith. But yet they still hear, "Depart from me, you workers of lawlessness." These are believers, guys. And don't forget, Judas cast out demons and healed people too. He was given the Spirit of God, which is why it's so dire. If you are given the power of the Spirit of God and you still refuse to walk simply in His covenant, you will hear these words. There are very few that have the level of faith that these people who are talking to Yeshua right now at the end days have. And they are hearing, "Get away from me, you workers of lawlessness." I am sure that some of the people who saw these people do these things were like, "Oh, those are men and women of great faith." And they're hearing those words that no one wants to hear. No small thing.